I recently met with the Safris family. They're angry that the employees named in the lawsuit against the Urbandale School District are still working. So they're pushing for change in other ways.
And all the kids in the schools I go to just love him. Oh. Did you get the camera with your nose?
Beethoven is no ordinary dog. He's specifically trained to keep an eye on people with PTSD. That's why he lives with the Safris family.
He'll make noise if he needs help, and he takes care of her. I trust him with her life.
Jodi Safris is talking about her daughter, who she says was bullied and sexually assaulted at school for months.
It's her. She dressed as Dorothy for Halloween.
Something that changed her from a happy, fearless little girl into a young woman who's afraid to leave the house.
And the damage that it did to her and what we went through as she succumbed to PTSD and ultimately, made several attempts to end her life.
How old is she now?
20.
20. And how old was she when all this started?
13.
Back then, she told her parents a classmate at Urbandale Middle School got angry when she refused to be his girlfriend.
She told us that he slammed his fist against the locker, and she told us that she was fearful that he was going to physically harm her. And he did not physically harm her. But what he did do is began a campaign with his friends. And they started in on her.
They say the bullying happened every day for months on end, and that Principal Lauren DeCryeff said there was nothing he could do about it. Their daughter even tried to make it stop by apologizing to her bully.
She apologized, and his response was, "Okay, I'll call off my boys," is what was said to her. And he did. And the bullying stopped. And then he put his finger inside of her the next day.
How can that happen? How can that happen in school?
Mm-hmm. The first one, we have the same question. How can that happen in the school? And it's a question we've asked numerous times and don't yet have an answer to. The second, as a counselor myself, right, trauma responses, you think of fight, flight, and freeze. Our daughter's a freezer. She froze. She shut down.
She eventually spent 2 years living at residential treatment facilities while her parents consulted attorneys.
When you are told that somebody's been sexually assaulted in your classroom in front of your staff repeatedly, and you're given the name of the assailant, you investigate that and you ensure that he does not have access to do that to other students. And they didn't. They allowed him to continue and didn't even look into it.
They decided to sue, demanding their own apology.
The two things we wanted was a negligence verdict and an apology. This was never about money, ever.
The Board of Educational Examiners investigated the family's complaints against the district and found probable cause that all 4 educators violated the Code of Professional Conduct and Ethics. The cases are now in the hands of the Attorney General's Office for prosecution. But all of these people are still employed.
All of them.
Are they on any sort of leave?
They are absolutely not. They are all working. They are not on leave. It's our understanding that it's the responsibility of Urbandale School Board to place people on leave during an investigation should they deem that appropriate.
The Urbandale School District is defending its employees. Board President Rachel Kent sent me a statement that reads in part, the district believes the findings lack merit and will work with the BOEE and legal counsel for a fair and expeditious resolution. The district will continue to support employees throughout this legal process and remains dedicated to cultivating a safe, caring, and welcoming learning environment for all students and staff.
It is so disappointing to our family to have this reaction from the district when you have a negligence verdict, you have probable cause with your governing agency, you're being prosecuted by the Attorney General's office, and you're just continuing to work and not publicly appearing to take any sort of corrective action to ensure that all children are safe.
Safris says because the district failed to keep her daughter safe, all of their lives have been changed forever.
And I don't think people realize what we've been through as a family, the hurt, the pain, the suffering, the secondary trauma that her brother and sister suffer from, and her mom and dad. And it takes a toll. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, nobody.
So the work in their home continues with the help of counselors, therapy, and Beethoven.
He's the biggest player on her treatment team, by far the biggest player on her treatment team.
You may remember, these aren't the first investigations into leaders and staff at Urbandale schools. The Pettick family filed complaints after their disabled son was allegedly abused at school. Back then, his teacher, Amanda Delzell, reported that abuse. Then she was eventually fired by the district. The Board of Education found probable cause that she violated the code of conduct. Her case is now being reviewed by the Attorney General's office. The Board of Education also found probable cause that these 4 educators violated the code of conduct in that case. Lauren DeCrief is named in both cases. He's been promoted to the head of human resources.